Hello and welcome to Grow to Glow. I am Dr. Thashna Walsh, and I am here to answer another question. A question from, oh, I can't remember her name. Oh, anyway, the question was based on she was experiencing some problems within the, she calls it the system, right? She has to get money from the government on a weekly basis, and she when she goes in to present her case, she's met with disdain and lack of vigor, and I guess people not treating her very nicely. And she doesn't. And even though I have been teaching all of this information on how to change the energy, to change the external environment, she doesn't see how that can work. Now, I want to bring this to your attention. So whatever you're seeing in your external environment, you are playing a part in it somehow, right? It's presented to you, it's your environment. So you have to be playing a part in it energetically. However, if you want to see something different, Jesus said, turn the other cheek. So turn yourself around and go in a different direction. Or you can change the energy. You can come with an energy of forgiving, forgiveness, not forgiving the people that are in front of you that are giving you hassle, but forgiving you the love, the joy, the calm, the peace, the steadfastness, the unwaveringness in your faith, in your knowing of who you are, that you are connected to a higher power, that you are not just this 3D version of yourself, but an extended, expanded version of energy and force and beauty, all right, that you can use to influence the things that you want to see happen in your life. When you start your dreams, when you are creating your dreams, when you're thinking your thoughts and you're reminiscing and you're thinking and you are creating in those moments, right? Don't think that because you sit there thinking about something that happened yesterday, it's not having any influencing on what's happening in your life now or tomorrow. It is happening. You have to be deliberate about what you are creating. So, for example, in this woman's life, you walk into these places and people are giving you attitude, then you can only see and experience this attitude that they're giving you because you are expecting it, or you are experiencing it inside of you already, right? So you may say, yeah, I got out of bed this morning and I felt really, really great, and I was in a good mood, and I walked in there and this happened, and then my mood just got shattered. What that experience presented to you was an opportunity to hold on to your mood and also to transmute some older things that are deeper that were going on before, because it just didn't come out of the blue. It might have not have been this particular person that you're dealing with here in this office, but it could have been something that you had to deal with a colleague, a friend, someone else, something that happened in your past that you didn't really clean up the pathway. And so experiencing this is an opportunity the universe has presented you with in order to clean it up. So yes, you're in a good mood presenting with somebody who's in a nasty mood. What are you going to do? Are you going to let their mood take your good mood from you? Or are you going to raise the frequency and present them with that frequency in order then to show your subconscious programs, this is how we operate from now on. You start bringing energies like that into your space, then you find out that you'll realize that the space changes. Now, the next time you probably come across, you're presenting yourself coming into that office, you bring your energy, and that woman might not be there. She might deal with you differently because you brought it to her a different energy. And maybe even if she brings that to you and she raises her negative behavior, then you raise your positive frequency. And I'm not telling you to pretend to be positive. You have to bring a really 100% authentic, positive version of yourself to the table, because energy is energy and love always conquer whatever the negative things is out there. So you cannot fight fire with fire. You need to put some cool, some calm, some collected, some loveliness onto the flames that are in front of you. Otherwise, you're just going to be end up creating a big more a more mess, more fire. more burning, more fighting, more clashing, right? So you have to bring the calm, bring the love, bring the joy, because if that other person knew how to do that, they would do that. Trust me, because love is greater. Love feels better. Okay. So if you have the love and you know how to generate it and you know how to carry it, you know you build an electromagnetic frequency around yourself of love, joy, compassion, and peace, then bring that with you wherever you go. Trust me, whatever is in your way, I don't care how nasty that person is, they will either disappear, they will change, something will happen to align with the frequency that you are carrying, as long as you're not letting someone steal it from you. All right. So, with regards to this, I believe there's another person that asked something like this. So this is answering a question for a lot of people because this is the kind of stuff that we're faced with on a daily basis. We see people come in and sometimes we are even the ones that are bringing the bad vibes, right? People come in the good vibes, and you're like, oh, what's there to be? What are you so happy about? Or what's she so happy about? Or what's going on with you? And you want to almost pull them down, like come off your high horse and come join me in my pity party down here. No, man. Somebody's on a high horse. Find out what's going on with them, and try to join them. Ask them how they doing that. How's that working? You know, and join them. Don't try to pull people down to your negative level, right? If you're feeling negative, be aware that there's negativity going on inside of you and seek some help. Send me a message. I would love to hear from you, right? There are ways to alchemize this, to transmute this, to become the better version of yourself, the self that you're really craving to be, which is why this negativity doesn't feel good, right? You may be addicted to the feelings of it because you practiced it for so long, but you can break out of it, right? Because people take drugs and they get addicted to it, but they don't want to be addicted to it. I'm pretty sure they don't because they know that addiction is creating harm in their body. It just makes them feel good. It takes them away from the pain that they've been trying to get away from. That is why they're there. That is why you behave the way that you behave. If you're one of those people that try to pull people down, they are talking from the opposite side of the spectrum here, right? So if you're one of those people, I know you don't want to behave like that because every time you do it, it doesn't feel good. You go inside yourself and you feel bad about it and you wonder, why do I do that? I wish I behaved better. So you just need some help. You just need some help of clearing the hurts because hurt people. And I know what that feels like because been there many times. So begin to start looking at why. Why am I doing this? It is not there to hurt you or for you to even hurt someone. It's for you to wake you up to what's going on inside of you and what needs cleaning up, cleaning house, right? So go inside and figure out where it's coming from. It's probably coming from something that's happened in your childhood. So you know that you have to be nasty in order to protect yourself. Because if you're not nasty and you're too nice, people take advantage of you. And try to bring you down. So you then have to do it before somebody does it. I used to do that in my relationship. I'd break up with people before they break up with me so that I wouldn't be disappointed and nobody, I wouldn't be the one hurting. So you have to turn that around. You have to turn that around and recognize that it's coming from you. It's not from the person that you're trying to attack or the person that you're trying to pull down, right? And likewise, if you're coming from the other side of that spectrum where you're the person bringing the love and the light and somebody's trying to pull you down at all times, then you got to recognize that that also is a shadow occurring inside of you that is showing you that person triggered you to show you that it's there. So you still have a lot of work to do in clearing up that shadow. Okay, I hope that answers the question. I think it's lunchtime. I hope that answers the question. So let me know your thoughts in the comments or on Facebook with regards to this, because this is a big one. This is something that happens a lot, right? It happens a lot. The last time I had this happen to me was at the post office where I was racially attacked. Okay. It was very discreetly done, but I don't look for these things. So when it happens, it's like, oh, where is that coming from? Why is that? And I remember my little niece was with me going, but auntie, you can't just let people get away with that, And I didn't let, but I had to take myself away to go introspect to find out why did I attract this, right? So, and I recognize that I need to deal with this in a loving way, not taking, not just letting somebody walk over me. So I wrote a very strong letter and I delivered it, so that that person know that I wasn't agreeing with the way she did things. However, whatever she was going through, she clearly needed some help because this is not how you treat people, regardless of their creed, their race, their sexuality, whatever. Everybody deserves to be treated with love and respect. So I bring the love. I expect the love back. But if I don't get it back, it's okay because the love is inside of me in an abundant way. And because it's in me and it's abundant, then that person, I just want to give it to them. I just want to give it to them in any way that I can so that they can then hopefully be influenced or inspired. It's a better word, inspired by that. Okay. But me going guns blazing, cussing people out is not going to fix the problem because people just get defensive, right? So as soon as you go, but how dare you? How could you? You. You know, we all get defensive. And what does that solve? It doesn't solve anything. So we have to come from a loving space. Why is that person being like that? I wonder. I don't know their story, but I can imagine that it's not from anywhere nice, which is why they're expressing that unniceness. That's the word, right? So be more compassionate to yourself so that you can be more compassionate to others, to understand that hurt people hurt people. We're all a part of this human race. We're all the same. We're all on the same journey. We're all looking for the love, going, trying to go where the love is. Some people just don't know where it is. So they just take what they get and they fire what they have, right? So if you know better, and after speaking to you here today, I hope that opens some hearts and you know, bring some revelation. But just remember, everything is energy. And if you can't see that, you're gonna have a problem. Everything is energy. You bring an energy, you bring this energetical field, this electromagnetic field with you, right? In you, through you, all around you. Call it God, call it universe, but it floods through you, it floods your being. And the choices that you make, letting it in or locking it out, is going to affect what happens in your life. So choose to let the love in. Choose to let the love in. And when the love comes in, nothing will be the same again. You can walk into that office with those mean people and you can bring light to them, and the mean people can turn into beautiful people. I've seen it happen, right? Or the mean people just disappear and then the lovely people come into your space because that is the energy you're emitting. Okay? There's nothing you can't do. You can do this. You can do this. You are an energy being. It's what you're here for. All right. Thanks again. And if you haven't subscribed to the page, please do that and like this video if you enjoyed it. And please invite a friend, all right, to listen and to be inspired. Thank you again for listening. Stay light, stay bright. Till next time. Lots of love. Bye.